How you doing? This is Philip McKernan and welcome to Philip McKernan TV. I just wanted to connect with you today on a whole area of creating a dream and how do you find out what that dream looks like, or how do you formulate that dream. The reality is that I believe that everybody has a dream, everybody has a passion, everybody has something inside of them that they want to achieve. The biggest challenge is to get to the bottom of it. In other words, pare back all of our beliefs, all of our self-doubts, pare back the fact that we don't have a whole lot of self-confidence, self-worth. And one of the biggest challenges is when we start to connect with that thing, albeit even briefly, two things happen. Number one is we start to question whether we can do it. And the second thing is, and this is much more subtle, but I think runs even more deeper, is do we actually believe that we deserve it? And I think they're the two big challenges. But when people ask me if I could just figure out what I wanted to do, if I could just find my passion, if I could just figure out what my dream is, if I could just focus on one vision, well, then I'd be happy, then I'd have direction. And the reality is every single human being has that within them, every single human being. So one job for you, and a lot of the work I do with my clients, is uncovering what that looks like. So for example, one lady who's worked with me, she went on a retreat with me, she finally came to the conclusion and finally stood up one day and basically looked me straight in the eye and says, I want to be an effing speaker, I want to speak, I want to connect with people, I want to move people, and so on and so forth. And one of her biggest challenges was coming to that conclusion without judgment and without believing that she wasn't deserving of it, and that believing that she could do it. She's got 7 speaking events in November. 7 speaking events in November coming up. That's more speaking events than I have. So I don't begrudge her that, I'm delighted for her, but 7 speaking events in 1 month. And that is just letting go and realizing, and more importantly, telling the world what it is that goal is. And that is one of the most important things. And people say, well, I'm not sure how I'm going to achieve it. It doesn't matter, tell everybody. And I know some of you, and maybe all of you, have heard that I want to be president and will be president of Ireland in 2025. People judge me, they laugh at me, they mock me, they also support me. And when I told people, I got an awful lot of support. I also got a lot of ridicule, and I'm prepared to take that. More recently, I was in Ireland, hence the reason I'm wearing a tie. You will never see me with a tie. But I was in Ireland and I spoke in Kilkenny College, and they quite kindly sent me not just feedback forms from, or not forms, they're letters from students, but they actually very nicely sent me a tie. So you've managed to get me to wear a tie for the first time in a very long time, and probably the last time for a very long time, although I do appreciate the tie, so thank you. But in addition to that, and that was time I gave, I didn't charge money for it, I got lots and lots of notes and letters, and these people are promising, like for example, I won't tell you what they necessarily said, they were inspired, they were moved. I will support you when you're running for president. Edward Murray, good luck with becoming the next president. You know, hope you can make it back again soon. I'll be voting for you in 2025. Thanks, Kim. I wish you the best in your campaign to become president. I'll vote for you. Now, how in God's name are these people meant to know unless I actually say it to them? So my big view is that do the work you need to do to open up yourself, become more aware of what that dream is, and then tell the planet, tell everybody. And yes, people are going to love you. Some people are going to think you're a bit out there, and some people are going to think you're a complete asshole. But that's okay, because we're not there to please everybody. So you've got to tell the world. That is a critical component of it. And I'm going to continue to tell people. I will follow up very shortly with a more detailed explanation to why I want to be president of Ireland, because not many people stop and ask me why. They judge me, but they don't ask me why. So I will follow up shortly with a video on that. So that's all I wanted to share. Thank you. Thanks Kilkenny College for the tie, and of course the amazing notes and letters which really keep me going. Thank you.